great action. It was mysterious and suspenseful. The fight scene was very realistic. And my question is as to why the main character does not flee the scene after the attacker is dead and run to the authorities, which takes me back to when she was playing her guitar, singing a song about escape. Escape before you'll never leave. So it just leads me to believe that she was perhaps in a domestic violent relationship where maybe she was victimized and couldn't get help and believed she better leave this attacker behind and dead and buried rather than reveal what has happened to her.
About women, about violence towards women, about the lengths we will go to for self-protection. And that self-protection can be physical, but I think as mental can also be considered here, as we see the woods as also this kind of place that she could run to get away from the noise of it all. As much as it is a part of her struggle, it's also a part of what makes her thrive, and I thought that was an interesting blend that we saw as well. The fight sequences were well done, using the darkness of the evening to kind of blur them a bit so that we're not always entirely sure what is happening when, in a way that makes us disoriented, much like the main character, as I'm sure during the fight itself.
We definitely feel a sense of empathy for the main character as she navigates the stress of city life and the workplace and her desire for fresh air. I think it's really interesting how we get a sense of what might be coming in the story, and I think it manages to foreshadow the events without necessarily giving them away, and also creating a sense of suspense as the events unfold. Definitely a really interesting piece that really makes you think about the emotions and who you're cheering for on screen.
Wow, this film has the best special effects, sound, music. In general, I loved also the makeup. This is a huge change of vibe, the unexpected turn of events, her performance after the realization, and the survival instincts kicking in. By the way, they have this ultra ironic title and extra frightening and gory story. It was great, terrifying, totally tragic, dramatic.
It's interesting to see a story like this kind of unfold with just very little dialogue, and you get a sense of her character and what she needs. The title is good, and what happens when she gets out there, and then there's the rocks, and yeah, it leaves you kind of thinking. But yeah, the actors did a great job. They were very convincing. The lead actress especially was very, very good. The fight was very violent and hard to watch.
There wasn't much dialogue, and the performance by the lead actress was really, really well done. Very, subtle and urgent where needed, but it wasn't over the top or understated. And it's hard to do that sometimes when you don't have a lot of dialogue. I thought the camera work was really nice. I liked, after he hits her and then he drags her, I liked the camera work there especially.